Hey guys, so I just want to do a quick little comparison here of the Sony Xperia X, new phone from Sony, and the Apple iPhone SE, which is Apple's latest iPhone, which is a very tough cookie. I have been trying to destroy it, but it keeps coming back to life. And I wanted to do a comparison here between these two phones because they are a little bit smaller for people who do like smaller handsets here. But very premium in their construction, and they do share some similarities actually in terms of the actual build. You can see we both have like aluminium on the back now, although the aluminium on the Xperia X is a little bit more conservative versus the more flashy aluminium you get on the iPhone. We also have obviously a dual LED flash on the iPhone, which is nice. Only single LED flash occurs on the Xperia X. We do have 12 megapixel iSight camera, same as the iPhone 6s, versus 23 megapixel on the Sony, but megapixels aren't everything. And one thing I do like about Sony devices is that they actually put a shutter here. We still don't have that on Apple devices, which is a bit lame. Another thing which is a bit lame about the iPhone SE is the screen resolution, which is coming in at about, I think, 326 ppi. So very out of date, but the actual colours etc. look very nice. You know, they're not. It's not a bad display, but it just feels a little bit outdated in terms of the resolution. The actual resolution of the X is 441 ppi, which is full HD. Obviously, I definitely think the next iPhone needs to be full HD to keep up with the competitors here, because I say the X display looks amazingly better than the iPhones at the moment. Really, to be honest, it is a little bit bigger obviously as well, so you can get your fingers around it very easily. I do struggle now and again with the 4 inches on the SE, but some people do like that form factor. We do have basically a slightly different architecture in the Apple phone. We do have the Apple A9, which I've been doing some like small speed tests here of the iPhone with the Xperia X, and I have to say the X, it keeps up with a lot of these high-end processors in terms of the day-to-day performance. The A9 is a fantastic chip. It's got amazing dual core specification, but I think the combination of a very light skin with the Sony with the Cortex A72 cores in the Sony make for a very competent package. It won't be quite as competent as the Xperia, the next Xperia that's going to be coming, the Xperia X performance. So you might want to wait for that if you want the cutting edge. But I'd say 99% of users will be very happy with the performance here on the day-to-day stuff. We are running as well Android Marshmallow, which gives you the security prompts. If you want to restart the phone, it says you need to put your pattern in. So it's a very up-to-date, secure phone here. If we just get the software settings here, maybe we can compare here. So we're getting Android security patch level of March. Could be a little bit more up to date. We are getting on the iPhone the latest iOS here, which is in fact we're not getting the latest. I need to update it, but you can see it is iOS 9.3.10. We are on the verge of iOS I think 10 is going to be coming in a month or so at the Apple Developer the conference, so I'll be definitely looking out for that, see if Apple can do anything interesting, because iOS does feel a little bit boring compared to Android here when you consider how much customization there is. For example, you can put on different themes here. You can change your home screen settings, have larger icons, etc. You do get some customization now with iOS. Obviously, we do have the ability to put night shift mode on, as well as change some of the display settings, but comparatively it feels a little bit restrictive. which I think that is what a lot of people will be, attracted to Android to still, even in 2016. Whether or not Sony will be quick to keep updating the Xperia X, that is, a question that remains to be seen. I think we're getting a better front-facing camera for sure on the Sony, though. We're getting a 13 megapixel camera actually, which is f2.0, so quite a nice aperture there. Full HD video recording versus I think it's 1 megapixel on the iPhone, which is pretty bad in 2016. They definitely should have put the iPhone 6s, or I don't even know if the 6s has a good selfie cam. I think that one's low as well, but this one's exceptionally low and really can't compete with the top end stuff. But where it can compete is in terms of the battery. The battery is awesome on the SE. I am running a little bit low now because I've not charged it for a while, but the other thing which is awesome is the waterproofing. Now I'm not sure if this is waterproof. Sony's removed the waterproofing from its flagship line, which is a bit gutting, but the SE, I've done so many things to it, I'm surprised that it even functions, to be honest. I've frozen it, etc. It's still plundering on and everything works as it should. Very tough cookie, the iPhone. Some other things to bear in mind here if you're considering these two. The SE a little bit cheaper here. We're getting it about €500 now. It's starting to come down in price. That's the next iPhone's coming. So this one is very expensive in comparison. We are getting micro SD expandability. So if you do like to have more storage, you can do that on the Xperia. We do get 4K though on the iPhone SE, which is very nice, and we missed out on the latest Sony, which is not that good. But two awesome phones nevertheless, and I will be comparing the Xperia X with the iPhone 6s very shortly to see the speed, camera, and performance. So do stay tuned for that. So I just wanted to do this video here for those who like smaller phones, wanted to see which one is nicer. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Cheers.